Welcome to Gulf Refining Company. Over the years, we have made key achievements in our health, safety, and environment policies. In fact, we strive to maintain a zero-fatality record. That's how committed we are to your safety and that of our assets and the environment. This safety video is part of our commitment to keep all our employees, visitors, and contractors safe. It is mandatory that you follow our HSE program. All visitors and contractors need to sign in and out. You are issued a pass which you need to keep visible on your person while on GRC site. Workers must keep their company IDs displayed on their person at all time while inside GRC premises. No employee, visitor, or contractor is allowed to take their mobile phones and their lighters inside the terminal storage. You will have to surrender your mobile phones at the desk. When you have to bring a camera or any photography equipment, you will first need to secure a special permit. Use of drugs and alcohol is forbidden, and if found, disciplinary action up to employment termination and exclusion from site will be taken. We strictly impose road safety and parking rules at our premises. Park only at designated parking space. Remember to follow the reverse parking rule. You cannot go beyond the 30 km/h limit when driving inside the terminal. After viewing this safety induction form will be filled out and filed, attesting that you understood the safety briefing given to you. We strictly prohibit smoking on site. There are designated areas where you can smoke, which are located at the administration and at terminal areas. When you see this sign, keep out and do not attempt to enter unless you have secured a permit to do so. Different areas within our premises require different sets of PPE. The minimum PPE requirement is safety shoes, hard hat. It is your responsibility to gear up with the required and proper PPEs, as indicated at the area or as advised by your supervisor. The risk of fire is imminent in this industry. That is why regular trainings are given to familiarize you with the standard operating procedures and any additional safety measures that we may introduce, such as evacuation drills in case of fire, where to proceed upon evacuation. Remember to watch windsocks against wind reach at the assembly point. As mentioned earlier, we do regular equipment integrity checks at 10:30 every Monday morning. Familiarize yourself with first aid stations and where they are located. If it's a minor injury, first aid remedy can readily be given. If you think the case is critical, do not panic. Request for immediate help so that emergency procedures can be done at once. For medical or other types of emergencies, there are emergency access that you can use, such as this. Remember to always keep this emergency access clear and use for emergencies only and not during normal time. It is the responsibility of the contractor to arrange the issuance of JAVSA Gate Pass for the duration of the work at GRC. Material in-out GRC needs Gate Pass. GRC requires a pre-approval documents to be submitted prior to vehicle entry. List is valid registration, driving license, EHS permit for crane only. Vehicle entry permit is required, and vehicle needs flame arrestor. Secure a work permit prior to entering and working at operational and restricted areas. Work only on a specific job and at specific area stated in the permit, and follow restrictions that may be included therein. Type of permits are cold work, hot work, confined space entry, vehicle entry, excavation. Additional safety induction may accompany issuance of this type of permit. You are not allowed to take in or take out any material unless you have a gate pass. Ask your supervisor or authorized GRC personnel for this pass. All to use approved and tested electrical equipment suitable to industrial usage. Electrical isolation is required when working on electrically operated equipment. Always stay alert on possible hazard when on site, be it a potential hazard to you or the person next to you, to the equipment you are working on, or the environment. Identify the potential hazard and report it to a GRC supervisor. Whether it's a routine work or not, it is mandatory to hold risk assessment prior to commencement of any work. Potential risks and necessary safety actions, respectively, are identified and given by authorized GRC HSE officer or your team supervisor. Make sure you participate in every toolbox talk before your shift. This is where safety issues of the previous shift is discussed, as well as safety updates you need to know for your shift. When working at height, be sure you have proper access when the potential fall is 4 feet or higher. A full body harness such as this is required when working at height to prevent fall or minimize the potential of injury or harm. Do not overstretch when you have to reach. Use scaffolding for this function. Make sure the scaffolding is secured before you climb up on it. At GRC, we strictly follow the 3R principles to help conserve and protect Mother Nature. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Garbage bins have designations to segregate the waste disposals. It is important that you dispose of your hazardous waste in these bins. They are properly marked for your easy reference. We encourage you to tidy up your work areas to minimize and prevent possible injuries. Clean and keep your tools in their proper places to maintain their good condition. A closing permit will be issued once we are assured that you have done your housekeeping tasks. If you think a near miss should be ignored, you are wrong. This type of incident may happen again, thus to prevent this, it is your responsibility to report the near-miss incident to your supervisor. Also, if you have happened to have observed an unsafe act, such as using improvised tools, not wearing required PPEs while at work, bullying among workers, pushing and throwing of tools, etc., you will have to report this as well. Such acts are not allowed on site to keep everyone safe from harm. Same goes when you have observed an unsafe condition or damage to environment, which pose danger to everyone at work. Report to GRC supervisor, or you may call this number when you have something to report. GRC 04-815 0730. Fire and Safety 04 815 0735.